Hello everybody, how's it going? It's me, Crendor, and welcome back to Crendor Talks in front of a shitty green screen. Today, we're in the Caverns of Time. Because I thought we'd go back and talk about memories. So, I was just thinking about how every WoW expansion I've tied into some period of my life, right? And it makes sense, because it's like every WoW expansion's every 2 or 3 years or whatever, right? So thinking back on it, I was like, what if I went through every WoW expansion and thought up some of the memories that I had from those expansions? And I figured it'd be something to be good to make a video on, as like a not a commentary, but like a, community-driven thing where like you also can post your favorite memories from every WoW expansion. Now, I'm not saying it has to be even a specific like WoW thing. As you'll see as I go through some of these. But let's just get started with it. So, vanilla WoW. I've already talked a lot about vanilla WoW stuff just from playing classic WoW and going back and playing it all again. But some specific memories from back then are sitting outside Molten Core waiting to get in because the raid was full, so I had to wait. And I just remember sitting out there and I was watching some sitcom as I waited. And I don't remember. What sitcom was it? I think it was My Wife and Kids. It was My Wife and Kids. And I was just watching those. I waited to get into the Molten Core raid. Like, that's such a random memory. Just watching a TV sitcom as I wait to get into a raid. Another one would just be getting into the game and getting lost as like a noob character. I remember still making my first ever character, which was a dwarf hunter, and I got a small blue pouch or something, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing, this is gonna sell for so much. And then I quit that character and made a horde character, which was my Billy character, and leveled it to 60. And I remember as well, on my Billy character, like, getting to Razor Hill and thinking it was Orgrimmar, because my friend was like, dude, let's go see Orgrimmar, I'm going to show you. And I was like, all right, and I saw Razor Hill, and I'm like, this has to be Orgrimmar. And he's like, no, dude, this is Razor Hill. And then we got to Orgrimmar, and I was like, and another thing I remember that I didn't even write this down, it just came back to me, was going on to the Zeppelin. Like, I think I was like level 10 or something at that point. Everyone's like, dude, we'll go on the Zeppelin, and we went to Stranglethorn, and we tried to fight the level 30 raptors. No! I remember I didn't have the game yet. That's what it was. They went on the Zeppelin. I was on TeamSpeak, and they were all getting on the Zeppelin at like level 10. They're like, oh my god, these raptors are question marks. They're fighting. I remember hearing that and being like, I gotta get this game. I gotta get this video game. This is amazing. This sounds so cool. And so those are some of my favorite vanilla WoW memories. So on to Burning Crusade. Here's what I was referring to when I said it doesn't have to be a specific WoW memory. So I remember being in the Terracar Forest, and I was eating Chinese food, leftover Chinese food. I microwaved it, and I was heading back to play WoW, Burning Crusade. And I remember slipping and being like, "Wah!" And I almost fell, but I like caught myself, and I didn't even spill any Chinese food. And I feel like that memory stands out because of that incident. Like, it was just like a "Wah!" And so it just stood out in my brain of like, oh, crazy moment. And so I always remember being in Terracar Forest with that thing. That's what I mean by like just weird ass random memories. Another one was just being in Nagrand and doing the little bombing missions. I don't know if like they even do this still. I should probably go check. But like you would get on a wyvern, you'd fly over, and you'd like throw bombs down on the wyvern. And try to take over Hala? I think it was Hala. And once you got it, you just got, like, rewards or something. I forgot what the rewards even were, but I remember just going back and forth with some guy, and then I think some alliance, like, some horde guy on the server came and killed him, and then we took it over. I don't even know why that's, like, such a memory that's, like, in my head, but it is. And then I also remember when I first started leveling in Burning Crusade, one of my friends who was a Berserk warrior had full rogue gear, And he was just grinding to 70s. Like, I'm not doing quests, dude. And he was just straight up grinding, and he did it. And then he quit the game and never played again. And I was like, wow. That was just so... And I think he quit because he said they ruined Berserk Warriors or something. I don't know. He was just upset because he couldn't play, like, a warrior like a rogue. Those are some of my, like, favorite Burning Crusade memories. Like, there's, like, a couple other ones that don't really have much substance to them. Like, I remember going to Gruul's Lair and dying there. I remember going to... I remember doing arenas with my friend. I was a gnome mage named Nomosaurus. We weren't very good. I remember... I also remember just chilling in Zangar Marsh, because, as you know, I'm a person who's, like... I love aesthetics and sounds and everything. And then, moving on to Wrath. Wrath... I think it was one of my favorite expansions because that's when I met Rob Rurikar, and I started raiding with him, and we did Ulduar, and I was talking to him about doing YouTube stuff, and so that's why I think that's one of my favorite expansions, because it was just a little tight-knit community of, like, his fans, and then I was kind of just asking him YouTube questions, like, how'd you do this? How'd you write these scripts? Like, you know, and so it was just a fun time. And then I remember helping those little Murloc guys. You know what I forgot what they're called. Oracles, right? Oracles? I remember helping out the Oracles and just being like, yeah, this is so cool. I'm helping the Oracles. And one of the most prominent memories I have of Wrath of the Lich King is I had just started community college. I went and got Subway, and then I picked up Wrath of the Lich King from GameStop. And then I went home, installed it, ate my Subway, and started playing. And that's, like, it wasn't some big launch day event or anything. It's what I did on the day it came out. And again, it's not like a exciting memory or anything, but these memories don't have to be exciting. That's the beauty of it. It could just be some meaningless, dull memory. Doesn't matter. Cataclysm. Oh, man. Cataclysm, I think I remember most from making WoW Machinimas. And for, like, the big YouTube boom, I guess, because I'd gotten going in Wrath of the Lich King a little bit. Right before Cata came out. And then Cata hit with the beta, and I remember... That's when TB started making videos. That's when Jesse started making videos. That's when Yogscast, I think, was even started. There was, like, so many people making WoW videos. And then I kind of made them, but I was more focused on the machinima aspect still. So I was like, I can't keep up with, like, news information and stuff. But yeah, Cataclysm, that's what I just remember it for. It was just making those WoW machinimas. And I remember people wanting dungeons to be hard again, and then they were too hard. And I remember people complaining. That's really all I remember. Mists of Pandaria. This is one of my favorites because whenever, like, as soon as somebody would ask me, Mists of Pandaria, what do you think? Nobody's ever asked me that question. But if they did ask me that question, my answer would be doing LFR while watching Stanley Kubrick movies. And I'm glad the music shifted to, like, Nomragon because I think it's fitting. And that's all I think of. Because I remember I was behind in the expansion. And I was like, I'm just going to do LFR, see the raids, and then, you know, just put on some movie. And so I'd watch Stanley Kubrick movies while I did LFR, Mists of Pandaria. I don't know. That, and I remember playing in the beta and finding Jeremy Manley, who was killing a bunch of, like, swans and shit really fast. Draenor... I remember Garrisons. I wish I didn't. I remember everything before Garrisons. I remember being very excited, and I remember Garrisons hit, and it was cool for a little bit, and then I remember not caring. And that's Draenor. Legion. I think my most prominent Legion memories are raiding with my friends and raiding with a lot of... It was kind of like a mixture of my friends and a lot of their fans, so like their Twitch viewers, and then some of my Twitch viewers all melded together. And I just really loved it because we would do what's that first raid? Nightmare We would do the Nightmare every week, and then I think we started doing the raid after that, and then everything kind of fell apart, and then, you know, but I don't know, I really enjoyed Legion. And then Legion, I also leveled a character with Toaster Woman to, what was it? I leveled a Dwarf Paladin, and she leveled, I think, a Gnome Priest, and we would just do dungeons. I was like, let's just do a dungeon combo. I'll tank, you heal, and we would just do that all the time. That was really fun. I remember doing that in Legion. And then BFA, I know some people like, BFA. BFA, my most prominent memory, mount farming. I love mount farming, and I found mount farming in BFA, and that's one of the things I loved from BFA is figuring out mount farming. I got so addicted to it, and then once the actual the hyena mount, I forgot all about that. The hyena mount, I spent like 24 hours trying to farm the hyena mount. Someone in my party got it, and they gave it to me. And at first, if this would have been like hour 5 or something, I would have been like, you know what? No, keep it. I want to get it myself. But it'd been like 20 hours, and I was like, I'll take it. That's what I mainly remember about BFA. And then I remember raiding a little bit, but so yeah, those are all my memories. One from every expansion. And I'm hoping this new expansion will have some good memories as well. So thank you for watching. If you're new here, click the subscribe button, hit the bell. Bing! I have my bell here. Also, leave your comments down below. Leave your memories. Go just do like Vanilla, TBC, Wrath, Kata, Mob, Draenor, Legion, BFA. Just list them all and then list your memories from all those. You can even do Classic WoW. I didn't think of any Classic WoW ones because it only happened like last year. But if I had to do one like right off the bat, I remember Classic WoW beta. It was like day 1. I ran Billy over to I ran Billy to Stormwind, and he died. But I was the first ever Horde player to go to Stormwind. And that made me feel good. So that's it. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Okay? Okay. See ya.